What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we have got some major updates on stimulus check programs for you in today's video. And this is your Build Back Better breaking news and stimulus check update. Now, first off, a huge one. One state's going to be giving out $2,000 stimulus checks and PUA benefits, unemployment for those that missed out. I'm going to give you all the details in this video. Also, a new UBI program in one city. Some people are going to be getting up to $500. And also in that same state, we're hearing also homeowners assistance funds are going to be going out. I'm going to cover all the details for you in this video. Now, also, we've heard breaking news coming out today, confirmation that it is very likely that in this month of February 2022, Russia and Ukraine are going to be doing some sort of conflict or war. It is going to be taking place. I'm going to share with you the video footage coming out today on this, as we're hearing that Russia has 70% of the troops necessary surrounding three sides of Ukraine for a full-fledged attack, and they're getting ready to send the rest of the troops over. And today, President Joe Biden and the President of France, they are doing everything they can to try to avoid war. I'm going to give you all the details in today's video. Now, in addition to that, Build Back Better, negotiations, stimulus talks. If you missed my previous videos earlier today, you're going to want to check those out as I give you updates. As we're hearing, this is likely going to be getting done. We are going to be seeing a modified version of the Build Back Better bill getting passed through. And we're hearing that even though Joe Manchin had said that Build Back Better in its original form was dead, that talks of modifications are taking place, and we're likely going to see this pass. Now, in regards to the arrival time, we've heard progressives and Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, who said she is not giving up on this bill. They want to see it done by March. So we're expecting to see a lot of progress done on this bill this month. Now, I'll keep you up to date on all of that as it unfolds. And also, if you missed my video on EITC or adult tax credits, you don't need kids to get thousands of dollars of money, stimulus funds back to you in your taxes. So check out that video if you missed it. I cover all the details for you guys. And also, before we dive in, just wanted to say thank you for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. And if you're interested in learning about growing wealth and personal finance, consider joining. I will pin a comment down below. You can click the link. Go subscribe, turn on notifications. Going to be getting more content up there for people interested in learning about growing businesses, investing in real estate, stocks, maybe just starting over with everything going on right now. And I hope that that channel and the content is going to be a blessing for you. But right now, let's dive into the latest breaking news and stimulus checks. And let's start off by smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just takes a second, really helps out the channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, come join the Ram fam. I'll keep you up to date on everything going on and let you know what's available to you at this time. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. By far, best way to get a hold of me, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. And first, let's start off with this breaking news coming out today about what we could likely see with the conflict between Ukraine and Russia.
Courtney, I want to talk to you. We heard from Jake Sullivan on Meet the Press that a Russian invasion of Ukraine could happen at any time. And I know you've been working your sources throughout the weekend. You've done a lot of reporting on this. So what is the latest U.S. assessment of the Russian military activity around Ukraine right now?
So they have a very significant military force surrounding Ukraine on three sides right now. That includes, according to these officials, 83 battalion tactical groups. That's not exactly like a U.S. military term, but to give you a sense, the BTGs that they have and all of the additional capabilities, logistics, and support is more than 100,000 Russian forces arrayed around there. Now that, if in fact Russia were to go forward with a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, I'm talking about a military effort to ultimately take over the entire country, the officials believe that it would take somewhere in the neighborhood of about 120 of these battalion tactical groups. Now there are still about 14 more that are heading setting in. So they're well on their way at this pace to have the full complement of all Russian military forces arrayed around Ukraine by middle of the month, somewhere around February 15th, with a couple of days on either side as a window. Beyond that, though, we did hear from these officials about the U.S. military and intelligence assessment for what it could look like if Ukraine were to go forward with this full-scale invasion as far as casualties, and some very grim numbers, Kristen, including the idea that among Ukrainian civilians, civilian casualties could be in the neighborhood of 25 to 50,000 killed and wounded over the course of a full-scale invasion if they go forward with that. Again, it's important to point out that at this point, the officials do not believe that Vladimir Putin has made the final decision to move forward with a full-scale invasion. But with everything that they have arrayed around the borders right now, the officials who I'm speaking with are confident that there is some sort of military action that is coming. Again, they are looking towards a little bit past the middle of the month, this month, for some sort of action to start, Kristen.
So there you have it, you guys. Looks like we're hearing that sometime this month there is going to be some form of military action taking place between Ukraine and Russia. Now, as that develops, I will be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. But now let's talk about stimulus checks and UBI programs here in the United States. And link in the description below to this new one coming out that says Philadelphia to pilot a guaranteed income experiment giving cash to some needy residents. And link in the description below if you'd like to read it for more detail for yourself. And it says, cash is king. And that's the takeaway, as Philadelphia is set to soon join other U.S. cities in attempting an experimental economic mobility pilot that will give recipients cash payments, no strings attached. And this is going to be as early as next month in March. Philadelphia will start giving up to 60 people $500 a month for at least 12 months. And recipients will be selected from a pool of 1,100 people who have received federal support through TANF, or the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, for 5 years. And a total of $322,000 will cover the costs, drawing from existing TANF funds. Now, the key distinction from traditional social programs such as TANF, says Dr. Nakia Owens, Philadelphia's Deputy Executive Director of Family Supports and Basic Needs, is they don't have to do anything for this extra money. So this is UBI, Universal Basic Income, going out every month, stimulus checks. You don't have to do anything to get it. So that is going to be going out in Philadelphia. Now, in addition to that, Philadelphia and the entire state of Pennsylvania, I'm going to be putting a link for you. Take a look, you guys, PAHAF. And the phone number is going to be 888-987-2423 for the Pennsylvania Homeowners Assistance Fund. Applications now open. So if you're somebody that needs assistance with funds for housing, take a look at this site, you guys. This is for Pennsylvania. So Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, got you covered in today's video. And now let's take a look at the next one. And this one is a big one. So link in the description below to state extends deadline for Excluded New Jerseyans Fund. And listen to this, you guys. Link in the description below. Because of the ongoing effect of the pandemic, the Excluded New Jerseyan Fund, or the ENJF, has extended its deadline to apply through February 28th. And this just came out today. So you have this month to apply. And listen to this. Those excluded from federal pandemic stimulus payments and pandemic unemployment assistance, or PUA, they can now apply without providing documentation of pandemic impacts and can self-attest income if documentation is not available. So they're making this easily, readily available to anybody that missed out. This program is open to undocumented individuals, residents returning from the justice system, and any other individual otherwise excluded from pandemic-related financial help. Individuals with annual household incomes at or below $55,000 who live in New Jersey and are over the age of 18 years old that were excluded from any pandemic-related help can also apply. So if you missed out on anything in New Jersey, they're making it readily available to you. And listen to this. Eligible applicants will receive the benefits of up to $2,000 per individual and a max of $4,000 per household as a one-time direct cash benefit. So yes, direct cash stimulus check payment. Applicants must present documentation showing that they were excluded from both federal stimulus checks and also pandemic-related unemployment assistance and have a household income that is at or below the $55,000 eligibility limit, as well as proof of identity that they reside in New Jersey. And there is a hyperlink here to the Excluded ENJF Fund. And when you click it, it's going to look something like this. And there is a button that says apply here. You can click it and go ahead and get that. And this is huge. This is one of the biggest ones that I've seen so far from a state. So congratulations if you missed out in New Jersey, as you could be getting an additional $2,000. So that is the latest on breaking news and stimulus checks, you guys. And as I mentioned, I will keep you up to date as more information rolls out on these. We're seeing state, city, county stimulus checks popping up left and right. I'll report them to you so you know what's available. A lot of them you have to apply and there's a limited time. So make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. And like I said, build back better and following phases of stimulus. I'll keep you up to date here on the channel as well. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second to smash that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Hope that this content was helpful for you. Also, if this is your first time here, and like I said, you like to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of. Hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3, and I'll do my best to get you any answers to any questions that you got. But with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. Hope you have a blessed evening, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.